Hi guys, I'm Roshini Gilbert, Vice President Services, Healthify Me. I am an accountant turned personal trainer. I have had an amazing 30 kg weight loss transformation myself, which is why I'm here as your coach today to help you out with some of your very interesting queries that you have. It's 1 month down, January is almost through, and we've made a lot of fitness resolutions to hit to a lot of our targets and goals. But I'm sure this is also the time when we're going to start missing some of these resolutions that we have made. And reasons can be many, but which is why we want to take this discussion today to help you understand what could be that one routine that you should pick to make sure that you have no workout misses and you have more workout days this year going forward. So just a couple of things here is that there are two factors that can help you decide what is that best routine that you would want to pick for yourself. One and the most important factor that I could tell you is that it should depend upon your body type, your age, weight, height, BMI, medical conditions. It could be your goals, it could be sports conditioning, it could be for cardio strengthening, it could be metabolic conditioning. So depending upon the different kinds of factors that your body is dependent on, you will have to make sure that you pick the right exercise, because there is a science behind the exercise that you choose and the goal that you're trying to achieve. The second factor which I would put my bets on is very interesting, is that you should find how accessible the place of workout is for you, whether you're going to make sure that you're going to get to this workout, do you have a buddy who's going to help you, partner in this crime with you, and the factors which are things like which is those exercises that can be extremely fun so that you never ever want to miss those. So let's get to some of these interesting questions. Keeping in mind these factors that I've just discussed with you, make sure you pick the right one. And if you do not know what exactly is the right workout for you, do reach out to us at Healthify Me, and the coaches will definitely help you pick the right one for you. Let's just get to some of these questions that I have here. There is a question from Suruchi, who asks, I love dancing. Does that count as a workout? Suruchi, lovely question. I must tell you that any sort of movement where your heart rate is high and you're breathing hard is an amazing source of workout for you. Any workout is a great workout. As long as you have a minimum 20 to 30 minutes of an active time where you're breathless and you have your heart rate racing, that is definitely going to give some results for your body for sure. Now, the important point is, are you going to be dancing once a week and then looking for results? I'm so sorry, it may not be as good. But if you're going to get at least 3 days of a good cardio dance routine, I think that's going to really help you. Remember to throw in a little bit of a strength workout, because an absolute workout is incomplete without a little bit of strength training. So go ahead, go dancing. That's awesome. I have another question from Bhumi, who says, I have skin allergy. When I sweat excessively, what kind of workout can I choose which will be effective as well as safe given my allergy situation? I've had a couple of clients who have come up with these similar issues. Yes, the reason why your skin starts flaky and gets a little bit dry when you do your workout is that because when your body becomes hot, when your skin gets heated up, there is definitely the chance that your body oils are getting washed off and the skin starts becoming very, very dry, and this can actually it can aggravate a dry skin, it can aggravate allergies, it can aggravate eczema. So there are different kinds of skin allergies that can come up because of excessive sweating. But it's not that you have to stop exercise, definitely not. Also, if you are going to take a break, there are 3 things that I can help you out here. Is that you can take your exercise in breaks, you can drink a lot of water during your workout as well as before and after your workout. And the third thing is not to overdo it. If you are sweating excessively and it is really making you uncomfortable, take breaks and don't overdo a particular workout that you're doing it. Take it like you can have a 20-minute workout in the morning, you can split it in the evening as well. But there is no way you should be missing your workouts. I have a very interesting question next, which is, ma'am, I have high BP problem, but when I tried Anukom, it causes my head to become high. You mean heavy? I think that's what you're trying to explain, that your head feels heavy. So there's a sort of a myth which is lurking around in the fitness industry, also between doctors also, that if you have BP you should avoid intense exercises and you should avoid exercises completely, and that you should only depend on walking. I completely disagree with this, and it's just not right. Even if you have a BP problem, you should learn to have a good amount of a cardio as well as a good amount of strength training routine. Now the point to note here is that the intensity of the strength routine should be such that you are not over pushing yourself so that there is so much of blood rush that is going to help you feel the stress, right? So you have to make sure that the intensity is moderate to low and not high. And similarly, you can have longer duration cardios, long duration cardio at moderate levels, for example walking or cross training or swimming. Such workouts for longer duration has helped in reducing BP. So definitely go for longer duration, moderate longer duration cardios. When it comes to strength training also, please go for moderate to low intense workouts. What you can do is do strength routines where you are doing light weights and many repetitions, and avoid high weight and many or lesser repetitions. And it is also good that if you can avoid exercises where you are head down and holding that position without a good breathing pattern for a long duration. So as long as your breathing is also fine, whenever you're doing any of these strength routines, you're absolutely good to go, even if you have BP. I would definitely encourage you to do both cardio and strength routine. I have another question here from Aziz Dilavla, where he's asking, what workout do I do for low back pain? This is like the need of the hour, I would say. Every second person has a back pain. I'm sure it's because of all of our sitting habits and the way we are we're just so much in a seated position most of the time. So workout for a back pain, first and foremost, starts with correcting your sitting posture. Because at the end of the day, if you're doing any kind of workout and come back and sit in your stooping posture, whatever workout you've done is not going to help. Correcting a back issue or a back problem or any kind of a problem with related to your joints or muscle has to be a consistent movement throughout the day. So instead of, a 10 or 20 repetitions in a day is never going to cure your back problem. You would have to do at least 100 to 300 to 400 repetitions of the same type spread throughout the day within your normal working or a normal day. So if you're sitting, you should be sitting in a correct posture throughout the day to make sure that your back muscles and your spine you are going to bring them back into its normal form. So that is the starting point of correcting your low back pain. Post that, I would definitely encourage you to go for body weight exercises which are focusing on stretching your back as well as strengthening your back. Most of the strengthening muscles that need to be strengthened for your low back issue starts from your buttocks muscles, your hamstrings, your calf muscles, and your quadriceps, the front of your thighs, and your lower back muscles. So if you have any back issue, it is a good practice that you stretch and strengthen the whole of your lower body muscles, picking each muscle at a time. A very good coach would be able to help you learn how to target each of these muscles specifically. I have another question, very good question from Priyanka. How many days of strength training is necessary to maintain my weight? All right, so strength training has a lot of benefits if you are consistently doing it for a minimum of 2 to 3 times a week. So if you have two full body strength training routines for about 1 hour to 1 hour 15 minutes, with a gap of about 3 days in between, it is sufficient for maintenance. That is, you have already reached your goal and you just want to maintain yourself, then 2 days of full body routine is more than sufficient. But if your goal is to keep toning yourself and to get better at it, then I would recommend that you do get at least 3 to 4 days of single muscles or isolated muscle workouts where you are specifically targeting and toning your hands or your legs or your chest or your abs, in that sense, for further toning and for further bettering yourself with regards to your toning. So if not, for a normal maintenance, even 2 days of a good full body routine should help you to maintain what you have already got yourself to. I have another question. Ma'am, I am on fat loss. What should I focus on? One body part or 2 per day at gym? Please suggest. Very good question. So I think this is sort of like the basis of how you select what routine that you want to pick. If you are going for a fat loss, so you say you're going to choose, you want to go for a fat loss or for gaining muscle. Even if you are to gain muscle, it has to start with fat loss as the beginning. So the primary thing that you should focus definitely is on fat loss. And if you are going to focus on fat loss, you should be doing whole body routines rather than one muscle movements. So there's a science here, that is the amount of calories that you burn depends on the number of muscles you use for your workout. If you use a lot of muscles for your workout, you're ideally burning more calories, which means you're burning more fat. So if you are going to do a single muscle routine like a bicep or a lat pull or just simply a chest press, it's a single muscle workout. So if you're activating only one muscle at a time, the calorie burn from that will be so small that it's going to be very difficult for you to lose fat over a short period of time. So any activity which involves a lot of muscles, like you're doing running, you're swimming, you're dancing, and you're doing some body weight, some circuit training, these kind of workouts will actually help you a lot more. What you're trying to achieve in 1 year, you can achieve in 3 months also if you got this concept right, that you use your entire body, full body routines if you're on a fat loss mode. Yes, definitely throw in some strength training along with your full body routines. Next question, should I do first cardio or strength for women working to improve upper body? Good question, Aishwarya. So one first thing that I would like to say is that be it boy, girl, man, woman, there is no difference between both when you're working out. All the exercises remain the same for all. There is no difference as to what man has to do and what a woman has to do. It's all the same throughout all ages. But the next part of the question is, should I do cardio or strength? It really doesn't matter whether you do cardio or strength for a general fitness that you're looking at, for fat loss if you're looking at, it doesn't matter. But it does begin to matter when your goal is different. Imagine your goal is not fat loss and you're trying to gain weight and you're gonna tone up. When you're trying to tone up and you're doing a lot of strength training, it's better you go for the strength training first, because if you're gonna run, do a lot of cardio and then hit the gym for a strength training, you're not gonna have enough energy to push yourself through that strength training routine. So if your goal is to really spend a lot of time on muscle building and toning up, I would recommend that you finish your strength training routine first and then finish it off with a cardio. But if it's for general fitness and you're just hitting the gym just like that and you're happy with where you are and your goals are pretty simple and straightforward, I just want to lose a couple of kgs, then it really doesn't matter whether it is cardio or strength first. I have another question from Shamsher Singh. What type of workout should I do to lose belly fat after C-section? Awesome question. So there is again a lot of back and forth about working out post C-section. Many of them say you should work out only after 1 year. Many of them say work out after 6 months, 3 months. So what is this ideal time for workout post C-section? I would say it is immediate. So it's just that it's not that you're going to go and hit the gym immediately after that. There are many core strengthening exercises, breathing techniques that you should start immediately post your C-section itself, which is, you know, within the next 1 week, 2 weeks, you should, there are exercises which pulls your TVA muscles in, which is your deepest core ab muscles. You should start activating them even within 2 weeks, 10 days to 2 weeks of your C-section. Mostly people are scared about it, and there is some sort of, you know, stigma in the society that, you know, people have to just rest, bed rest and all of that, and we miss, this is the time when your body is healing, and we have to make sure that it is healing at the right time in the right sense. Usually when women start workout, starting to tone their belly fat after 1 year, the healing has already happened and your muscles have already lost its tone. But if you have started as early as 2 months or 3 months, the higher the chance you have to get your body back as you were before your pregnancy. Now, what type of workout, if I were to recommend, yes, in the first month, second month also, you should have core workouts. There are certain breathing techniques where you hold your core in, where it's not only about belly, you should be targeting all of your mid-band, your obliques muscles also, which overall really pulls your core in. By the time it's about 2.5 months to 3 months, you can start workouts where you are on your back and also on your sides, which targets full body movements which target your core. But it's better to avoid on the first month exercises where you're on your belly or where you are doing sort of crunching movements which puts pressure on the abdomen. As long as you're doing full body movements and not doing any exercise which puts pressure on your abdomen, you're fine to do anything. You can definitely otherwise start off with exercises like squats and toning your upper body and arms for sure. Any workout, therefore, which doesn't put stress to the abdomen muscle is good to go. I have another very interesting question. This is regarding diabetic client. Hi ma'am, I'm diabetic, 36 years old. I'm losing muscle strength and I have been experiencing ankle weakness. What type of workout should I do? Yes, being diabetic and losing muscle is definitely, if you're a diabetic, definitely you're losing muscle, and if you are a diabetic, it is also important that strength training is required to train your muscle to be efficient. So if you're a diabetic, doing a lot of strength training has proven results to take care of your condition. Now, if you are losing muscle, I would definitely encourage you to first have a good amount of high protein diet, definitely, and along with that start a strength training routine. Now, the strength training routine that you can do can definitely be body weight strength training. You can do it at home, you can start hitting the gym, you can use some equipments from there, or third, you can invest in some simple equipments like dumbbells or kettlebells, exercise balls, which you can use at home itself for your workouts. But let me tell you one thing for sure, that if you are diabetic, 100% sure you definitely need to get minimum 3 days of strength training routine mandatory to take care of yourself. You can do any kind of workout of the 3 types that I've said: body weights, added weights, or simply gym weights. I have another question from Tushki Sinha. What workout can I do for losing fat from my midsection of the body? Yes. So there is some myth again that if you work out a particular part of the body, you can tone that. Unfortunately, you can probably tone the muscle in that area, but you will never be able to lose fat from that particular area, because fat burning is a whole body process. It's pretty much like how you grill a chicken, right? You just put it in the oven and the whole thing gets grilled. Our body works like that. So you're just putting yourself into that workout and your whole body gets targeted for the same, for fat loss. So yes, you can tone individual set of muscles, like you can do a bicep curl and you can get your biceps toned. but you are never going to do a bicep curl and lose fat from there. So if you have to lose your midsection, I would recommend you to go for whole body workouts, which are more calorie burning. Like I had explained little before, using one muscle, single muscle workout burns very less calories, but if you're losing full body movements like swimming, playing a sport or running or cross training or something like that, you will definitely lose your midsection much faster than doing crunches or single body workouts. I have one question which says, I have knee pain with a history of childhood rheumatism. Also, can I work out with dumbbells at home? So yes, this is also a condition. Rheumatism is where you have a lot of your joint pains, and there are times when it flares up and the inflammation is high and you're really feeling the pain when you cannot work out. So during this time, what you need to do is, on those days when you feel fine, you're feeling good, go for the workout. Keep it moderate to light if you are having the condition. And on days when you have the flare up, do take rest. Do some kind of stretching, walking, mild walking, which is easier and lighter on your joints. But rheumatism it's not a reason that you need to give up workout, but it is also proved that as long as you're active and you're working out, it actually helps you bring down the symptoms of rheumatism. So continue to work out even though you have the issues, but just make sure that during the flare up time you keep it light, and on other days please go out and work from moderate to light. It can be cardio or strength training. Strength training also definitely helps you, that is with lightweight and multiple repetition movements, helps you to curb the symptoms of rheumatism. What workout would be best to tighten loose skin? This little dicey question, I would say. So it's you can definitely tone your muscles, but for an example, if you have loose skin, post-pregnancy skin, it's very difficult. It's not in your hands basically. Skin, you cannot tighten the skin, but what you should be considering is tightening your muscle, which pulls the skin in together. So it's more about how you tone that part of the body, rather than it's not much you can do about the skin. So I have one question, which is, my goal is to tone up, lose fat and build strength. Is functional training enough, or should I also weight train? Interesting question. So this again depends on your goal. If you are okay to just go for regular fitness, you just want to be healthy and fine, then I'm telling you functional fitness is more than enough. Functional training is enough to lose fat and also to build strength. But if your goal is going to move towards that, I want to get that additional cutting of my muscle, I want it to be seen, I want my tone to show, I would definitely encourage that you do pick some weights. That's the best and the fastest way to make sure that your tone and the cut of your muscle is actually is shown. So I think that should answer your question. I am on a diet with yoga workouts, but I often get low BP. Should I change my exercise? No, I really don't think you need to change your exercise, but as long as your workout includes a combination of cardio and strength, there is no need to change the routine at all, unless you have a different goal. But even if you have low BP, you should get your diet in control. You can speak to a good nutritionist who can help you in foods that can help you, or ways that can help you in getting your BP up. But do check with your general practitioner, do check with your doctor also what can be done about it, but it should not be a reason why you should change your exercise or stop your exercise. Continue with a combination of a good cardio and a weight training session. I think we need to be summing up now. I'm really glad that I was able to help you out with some of these questions. Keep your questions coming. I think my team is always here to help all of you out with any kind of questions that you may have. I'm glad I was able to be part of this discussion. Summing up now, thanks guys. See you all soon again.